Far Cry 3 made its debut in 2012, and Ubisoft decided to bring it back with a remaster. It's a nice choice, and for fans and newcomers alike, it's a chance to experience what was for many people a huge leap forward and fun installment in the franchise, and for me a good reflection of where in future installments Far Cry lost some of its magic that is very present in this game. Personally for me, the biggest thing is this was before Ubisoft felt big empty maps was the way forward for everything and anything. Whilst it's vast, it feels just about right for travelling through and exploring without any tedious road trips. Added with it, every outpost you defeat becomes a quick travel. The pace and flow of the game is captured just about right, whether you're playing for a few hours or just a quick pick up and play session. Add this has the most memorable story for characters and plot than any of the other Far Cries, you feel the Far Cry magic is very strong in this game. The real star of the game is the wildlife, and it brings a nice factor of peril in what is a standard first-person shooter. You generally feel on edge whenever you're on foot travelling anywhere, with the snarls and roars of the island threats stalking you and literally jumping out at you at any given moment. These dangers from land and sea will see you hunt or be hunted by sharks and tigers and dingoes, to name a few, with many more lurking in this game. This gives it that very real sense of threat and survival that makes everything feel involving and bigger than just a generic guy doing a generic mission. Random things happen, and it's a bottled gaming magic like this that makes Far Cry so good when done right. For example, I went to clear an outpost only for a tiger to wage a one-animal war and kill everyone in muffled screams without lifting a finger. This wasn't even a handy placed animal cage in the outpost either, but a wild, angry, random animal, and these moments make for the best gaming unfolding of action. Whilst the story and random quirks tick the right boxes, shooting is a little ropey, but though it's not great, it adds to the sense of survival and adds a layer of charm instead of frustration, mainly as you buy into this average guy thrown into a very serious life or death survival situation. The progression tree for skills and the way you have to hunt certain animals to improve your kit all builds the sense that you really are trying to survive against the odds, and that's what makes this so endearing to most fans in my opinion. It's an unusual situation that most faults in Far Cry 3 actually help it have a layer of depth, and it manages to get away with quite a bit as it adds to the atmosphere, but there are still some faults it can't run and hide from. Its hit detection can be very frustrating and not register at random moments, which can grate when the fights get intense, and the textures also can be a bit blurry and just ugly at times with poor pop-up of objects or enemies and random trees. And if you try driving a car compared to a Jeep, you will understand it's a hassle that didn't need to be created in the game, as the cars drive so badly and slide all over the place like it's ice. But a modern perk is also missing, as you don't get the arrows marking your journey on roads, which makes the map more useful, but unfortunately it becomes niggly constantly bringing the menu up to look and make sure you're going the right way every few seconds. This is more of an issue in the early parts of the game before the fast travel, but it's still there and can just be a little bit of an annoyance. The controls in this game is a standard for first-person shooters, and there is nothing different to any of the other games that you may have played. The only thing that here is that it will push you on doing your own initiative of whether you want to be stealthy or all-out action. The only issue here is the stealth just doesn't quite work, as the enemies seem to be able to see you from good distances, even with all the random action that may be going on, which can lead to frustration. The music is bold and loud when it needs to be, and the growls of the predators nearby whilst roaming always gets you on edge. The dialogue and voice acting is very good also, and a key note amongst that is how well Vaas is created as a big enemy of your story. It makes key points atmospheric to successfully immerse yourself into this world created around your character. Sadly though, I felt the car radio music was overlooked and was a little weak, but to be fair, mostly you'll be fast travelling, so you'll never really get moments to appreciate it much. For me, this is a 4 out of 5. Far Cry fans will probably love revisiting number 3 and enjoying just how good it was back in the day and how well it holds up still. But for non-fans, this will very much be Marmite, that some will hate it or like it and enjoy what is a nice game just to kick back with and cause some trouble. I hope you liked the video, like and subscribe and give me feedback.